when there's a majority of us are doing this, thinking with our heart, thinking out of love, that's when Jesus, the second coming of Jesus, is actually here, manifest on earth. Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Tom. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back from before, welcome. Have you ever had a dream that felt so real that you kind of weren't sure if it was real or not? That just happened to me. It started with me in a hospital bed, just laying there in the bed, and basically it felt like I was able to hear the Wi-Fi in the air. So you could hear like the noise in your ear, but instead of being a solid, straight, one pitch, it moves. Almost like the old way that the internet used to do. Those of you that are old enough to know, when the internet first started, we had it plugged in through your computer and it was through your landline. So you had to choose. Either you could choose your home phone or you could get on the internet, because you couldn't do both at the same time. And to log into the internet, your computer would make these wild, like some really interesting noises to connect to the internet. Well, it sounds like that, but only not everyone can hear it. There's only a certain amount of people that are able to actually hear what is going on, right? So all this is in a dream. So I'm in the bed laying down, and at the time I don't know where I'm at. All I know is that I'm in the bed laying down, and I could hear the internet, right? And it seems to be in the future. It's not now, it's in the future. So what's going on is like everyone can tune into these frequencies, almost like radio waves through the air that you can't see, but they are there. Well, that's how the internet is. It's like there's some people that are able to actually tune in to the internet and actually download information from the internet, but without a phone. So to me, it's almost like Neuralink. But what's wild is it's not anything from Elon, it is from our creator. Whoever really created us, which I believe is the universe, let's say it like that, created us and somehow made it to where we could get on the internet without needing physical devices. It's almost like we have a brain chip inside of us already, and it just hasn't been cut on until you come close enough to someone that has it cut on, and then boom, it cuts on in you. And I'll give an example later on in my dream of something that happened that was like somewhat unusual. So what's interesting about it is you could get upgrades to whatever chip is inside of you, and that I could understand when I was there in my dream. So in the dream, it starts off with me basically laying asleep in the bed, and I haven't really opened my eyes yet. My eyes are still closed, but I could feel the internet, and it's like I'm surfing the internet, and it feels really nice actually. Um, but my eyes are moving, basically REM sleep, so my eyes are moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while it's doing that, the more it does it, the faster it could do it, the more I'm able to download. Just like Neo in the Matrix, the best way for me to explain it is to use the Matrix. So just like Neo in the Matrix, when they hooked him through the back of his head into the Matrix, and he was able to just kind of be in a different place, it's like that. And the thing is, like that place is empty. So you could have it be whatever you want it to be. And you could change things for however you want to change things. So what was going on was I was in a simulation to see how far we've come with this kind of technology that's just kind of here. So I thought something was going on and some things were happening, but I would get up and then it's like nothing really changed in my environment, so it was still kind of the same. So it's like, okay. So I could go and lay back down, and then it would do another, I would say, upgrade. So it was upgrade and upgrade, upgrade, and then boom. And what was interesting, it was like the people would change, just like the Agent Smith, the, I guess, the bad guys in the Matrix, the agents, they were able to change bodies. So it's kind of similar to that, but you get to kind of choose where you go in and out of, and you see, so it gets a little bit tricky to explain. But if your loved ones want to see you, but they're kind of hiding from you, it's like they'll throw a wink at you or do something silly. So it was really interesting to see that there were other people that knew what was going on, which is what was interesting to me about this. Okay, so here I am, and I believe that I have this chip inside of me, and the way I looked at it was, because I didn't even understand in the beginning, I didn't know that miracles can happen and things can happen that are so wild that they're outside of my level of comprehension. And what I mean is, so Elon Musk is doing with Neuralink, where he's basically putting a chip inside of us, right? And with that chip, to me, it's going to help people use more of their brain, but we already use all of our brain. It just is we use it in different ways. Um, so what was interesting, it was like in this dream, I felt like I was patient zero. I was done this a long time ago when I was a little baby, and they put in something in me to make me just a little bit different from everybody else. And that's why I say patient zero was their test, and is kind of why in the dream my memory doesn't work so good, and I remember some things but I forget a lot of things. It's almost like each day my memory is renewed, and I don't keep much of it what was there from before. It's like each day just comes back new. And the only way for me to kind of know where I am is by taking my time to open my eyes and look around me and see, okay, I am still where I am, and kind of reboot on what's been going on to understand what is here. So, what is wild is here I am in this dream thinking that I am patient zero and that I am the only one able to hear this Wi Fi and download signals from the internet. Okay, so I'm in the hospital, and then I think that I'm going to get a big reward for doing the impossible, which to me, doing the impossible is peace on earth. No fighting, nobody, peace on earth. That we all are here together, and we're here with love, and we're all team earth, and we want to live in peace. So that to me is the impossible. I honestly, I've lost hope in humans, and honestly believe that the robots are going to do a better job of taking care of this planet than us. And what I mean by when I say robots, I'm talking about Tesla, Optimus, and whatever Optimus thinks might be useful in the future. Because I'm sure Optimus is going to be able to recreate machines. Hold on 1 minute, I'll be right back. Okay, my apologies. I had something cooking on the stove and I had to run over there and take it off before I burned it. Whoa. Okay, so in the future, Optimus is going to be the one, or Optimus 2, or whatever they're going to name it, is going to be the one that kind of gets to decide what's going on. But for me, the most impossible thing ever is peace on earth. Everyone treating everyone as they are family, and we're here together to help each other. So somehow that happened. I'm not really sure how, but that happened, and I was given a kind of reward for this happening. Now, if you know me, you understand that I don't really see people the same way other people see people. And what I mean is, you are more than the job that you do. You are more than the job that you do. So, what's that mean? If your job is, let's say it, garbage man to pick up garbage, you are more than just a garbage man. This morning, the men were here to pick up the garbage, and I tell you, they were the most wonderful guys I ever met, man. They were cool, like cool. I had forgot to take my trash out, okay? So I run over to this bin and grab it real quick. Normally they don't come as early as they did today. They were here at 8:30 in the morning. Normally it's 2 or 3 in the afternoon when they get here, so I wasn't expecting them at 8:30. But I hear the truck and I see them, so I run outside to grab my garbage. The dude walked from the garbage truck all the way almost to the garbage can, which is pretty far away, just to get the garbage bags from me. Like instead of hopping in the truck and driving away, he came and walked over and got them from me and took them the rest of the way. Like I was going to take it all the way and throw it in the garbage truck just so for him, just being grateful for him letting me throw it away so it doesn't have to sit there for another 2 or 3 days, you know? But he come and got it from me and was the coolest, man. He was telling me, "Thank you for walking it a little wet." And I'm like me, I didn't do anything, bro. You are the one that needs to be thanked. Like no one help gives garbage men the credit that they deserve. But I tell you, if things ever fall apart and the garbage men decide not to pick up the garbage, oh man, everyone's gonna realize how important everyone is. That we're all part of this system and we all need to work together to keep the system going. We cannot all get on the internet, online, in the digital, and think and let what's going on here in real life go. Okay? So, in this dream, sorry, I went on a little bit of a tangent there about the garbage man, but to me, everyone is important. Everyone, everyone. Doctors are just as important as garbage men, or just as important as the president of the United States, which is something that I love about Trump is he was willing to let the ego go. He was at McDonald's, man, working, doing the fries, and he did that for free. They didn't pay him. He did the garbage truck little thing, you know. And I like Trump, but I'll tell you too, there's some things that I don't like because that's with any human being. It seems very tricky or naive of me to think I'm gonna love everything about everybody. It's not. It's, no one is me. So I like me and I like the way I do things and I have certain things that I do certain ways for a certain reason. And not everyone is going to have that. It's all based on my past experiences. And how I want to say that is it's on my past programming. I'm not a robot, but sometimes I feel like a machine, but that has something to do with me on the being on the spectrum and it's normal for that to happen for us to think that hey, we're machines, you know. So I like to think of me almost like a factory, you know, like I'm a factory. But if you knew what I do in my day job, you would understand why I think that the human body is almost like a factory, you know. So back to the dream. So a nurse was coming into her shift while I was having my dream, and she noticed that I got up and I was on. They were having to come in there every so often to watch me and monitor me and make sure everything was okay. So she come in and I had hopped up to take a shower because I just did the impossible and they were ready to give me my reward. So she came in just to see if everything was okay. But the thing is, she also had a chip inside her and she could hear the Wi-Fi because she was saying, "Oh, does that not bother you? Does that noise not bother you?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I can hear it. I hear it all the time. It doesn't bother me because I hear it all the time." Oh, okay. And then she was also, "Hey, does this light bothering you? Because I could see it's flickering. The light is flickering." I said, "Oh, yes, ma'am. The light's flickering, but it's so little, not a lot of people can notice it. So, it's not a big deal." But I cut out the lights for her because guess what? She's on the spectrum. Her son is on the spectrum, and she can hear the Wi-Fi like I can hear the Wi-Fi, which was interesting to me because I tested her on it and kind of pushed her on it and said in the beginning of, you don't hear anything. You ain't. What are you talking about? You hear the Wi-Fi. No one hears Wi-Fi. Get out of here. She was like, no, you hear that noise? And it's like, I kind of played the game with her of devil's advocate, like, oh, I don't hear what you're saying. The whole time I knew exactly what she was talking about. So what was interesting is I felt like somehow I was given a clue as to, oh, we're upgrading to version 2 because it's time. Like the impossible happened. So for everyone who had the Neuralink chip put into them, they're going to get to become version 2. But it only happens when everyone has come, when the whole planet has come at peace, which, man, I don't know how that's going to happen, but that's what was given to me. When we have peace on Earth, it's going to be time for version 2. Now, with saying that and with having this dream, it brought back my memories from childhood of, I'm going to tell you, when I was growing up as a little boy, what they used to tell me all the time is Jesus, Jesus, and Jesus' second coming is going to be, it's like the thing that's going to be so wild. It's going to basically stop the planet from doing everything we're doing. Like Jesus, the second coming of Jesus Christ. The second coming of Jesus Christ. That's what I used to hear a lot, a lot as a boy. And what was wild, some people of the old timers would say that I was blessed to be here now because I'm here for the, oh man, the hairs are standing up. I'm here and going to be witness to the second coming of Jesus Christ. Do you hear what I'm saying? Jesus Christ is close, is near, and that we are going to be the ones that witness Jesus Christ, the second coming of Jesus Christ. My hairs are standing up because it's just like, that's what I was given. And basically, I'm going to tell you the truth. I thought it was one of those kids' fairy tale things that they tell you about Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, or the three blind mice, or all kind of, how as a kid they tell you all these crazy stories and you find out later none of that was true. Well, that's how I put the second coming of Jesus Christ was. It's just a story. There is no truth to this story. They're just making it up so that they have something to fill time with. I'm going to tell you what, as an adult, I 100% believe in the second coming of Jesus Christ. It's not something that they tell kids that we waiting to believe in, that whatever. The second coming of Jesus Christ has already happened. Listen to me and listen to my words. The second coming of Jesus Christ has already happened. You, that you that's right there. Whew, man, my hairs are standing up. Look at Jesus every day when you look in the mirror. You are the second coming of Jesus Christ. I don't know a better way to explain it. Maybe with my words it doesn't really hit like what it's supposed to or do whatever it's supposed to. I'm just going to have to say, whoever needs to hear this will hear this. And I'm going to tell you what I've heard in the past at churches, and it's like, oh, it didn't really stick. Except now it's like, oh, all those memories are coming back. All those memories are coming back. And how they said is, the second coming of Jesus Christ is when we can go from using this all the time and we drop down and use this all the time. It's that big of a difference. This going to this. Going from the heart. And we treat everyone like their family. Everyone is family and we all are here together. And to me, when there's a majority of us are doing this, thinking with our heart, thinking out of love, that's when Jesus, the second coming of Jesus, is actually here, manifest on earth. Which is wild because, to me, This is paradise on earth. This is heaven. This is heaven. And trust me, when I tell you Jesus can come, oh yeah, Jesus is coming. All right, man, that's a wild dream, and I kept you all the way through. If you stayed all this while, put a cloud emoji or some kind of emoji about heaven or something in the comments, so that way I kind of know. Because I'm gonna tell you, I got 3 subscribers. Ain't no one gonna watch this, man. All right, I love you guys. Hope you have a good day. Bye.